Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for December 15, 2023, St. James, a businessman arrested for mail and wire fraud. A Montego Bay, St. James, a businessman who is wanted by United States authorities, was arrested Thursday afternoon on a warrant of extradition. He is 38-year-old Troy Anthony Williams of Bogue Village in the parish. The news understands that he was captured at his home by members of the lottery scam task force. Williams is reportedly wanted by the U.S. authorities for mail and wire fraud. He is now in custody pending an extradition hearing. Fisherman shot dead in Old Harbour Bay. A man was shot dead by a gunman while ordering a drink at a bar in Old Harbour Bay, St. Catherine, Thursday evening. The dead man has been identified as a 38-year-old Ashley Taylor, otherwise called a Don Man, a fisherman from Nareen Lane in Old Harbour Bay. Reports reaching the news indicate that around 6:20 p.m., Taylor was inside a bar ordering a drink when he was approached by a man armed with a handgun. The man, police said, opened gunfire, hitting the now deceased in the head. The gunman then fled on foot in the area. Residents of the area rushed the injured man to the Mapen Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. No motive has yet been established for the killing, the police said. Businessman freed of drug charges in relation to cocaine found in oats at airport. Businessman Mordecai Buckley was freed in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on charges of possession of cocaine, attempting to export cocaine, conspiracy to export cocaine, dealing in cocaine, and trafficking. He was found not guilty after a no-case submission by his attorneys Peter Champagny Casey and Samoy Campbell was upheld by presiding judge Paula Blake Powell. The charges stemmed from a December 21, 2020 incident when a shipment that Buckley was attempting to export from the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston was found to have cocaine concealed in boxes of Fosco oats. When arrested, Buckley told investigators that another man gave him the package for shipment to a Canadian address. Buckley then assisted the police by providing information on the man said to have given him the package, which resulted in the arrest of the co-accused Delroy Johnson. Crown witnesses gave evidence that Buckley had delivered the sealed boxes of oats to Buckley's employees at a warehouse in Riverton days prior to December 1. Buckley was not there at the time the delivery was made, and he did not pick up the boxes until the morning of the shipment. There was no evidence that Buckley at any point examined the packages before taking them to the airport. A witness from Jamaica Customs also agreed with Champagny and Campbell during cross-examination that the anomalies with the boxes were not readily apparent without putting the boxes through the scanner. The case against Johnson continues and is scheduled for Monday, December 18, when his attorney Thomas Shorter is expected to make closing remarks. Unidentified man fatally shot in St. Catherine, firearm seized. An unidentified man was fatally shot and a firearm seized during a confrontation with the police in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine on Thursday. The incident reportedly occurred around 8:15 a.m. A Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds of ammunition was seized during the incident. The matter has been reported to the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, and the Independent Commission of Investigations has also been notified. JTA president says teachers have fallen victim to debit card cloning. The president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Leighton Johnson, has expressed a concern following reports from several of its members who have fallen prey to debit card cloning orchestrated by fraudulent individuals. It has come to our attention that a number of teachers have reported instances where their debit cards were cloned, facilitating unauthorized transactions from various locations across Jamaica and the world, resulting in significant financial losses, Johnson said. With 7 educators so far reporting their experiences, Johnson asserted that these illicit actions not only present monetary obstacles for the teachers, but also calls into question the timeliness and efficacy of financial institutions in addressing such matters. Johnson said that teachers are of the view that they are being robbed from every angle. Our educators are already burdened with the stress of battling with the government to be paid what we agreed to. Now teachers have to be battling with fraudsters and the banks to keep their hard-earned salaries. These situations lead to financial losses resulting from criminal activities beyond the teachers' control, said Johnson. He argued that teachers who play an invaluable role in shaping the future of our nation deserve the utmost respect and support. The financial strain caused by these incidents not only impacts the individual teacher, but also has wider implications for the educational community as a whole. The JTA president said the reported reluctance of certain banks to promptly investigate and rectify these fraudulent activities has left teachers in distress. He told the news that among the list of financial institutions that the teachers are having issues with are 3 major banks. While the banks have reportedly stated that they are investigating the various incidents, Johnson has warned that they will be named if the issues are not resolved. Johnson said, "We call upon the relevant financial institutions to prioritize the well-being of our teachers and to conduct thorough investigations into these incidents. Timing and transparent communication are crucial in restoring trust that has been eroded by these unfortunate events. Banks have the responsibility to implement systems to make their cards less likely to be cloned. Additionally, we urge the banks to expedite the process of refunding the stolen funds to the affected teachers, recognizing the urgency of their financial situation." The president of the 25,000-strong association said the union remains committed to advocating for the welfare and rights of teachers, ensuring that they can perform their vital roles without undue financial stress and insecurity. "We encourage our affected teachers to report any incidents promptly and to work closely with their respective banks to address these issues. Together as a united educational community, we can overcome these challenges and create an environment where our teachers can focus on their noble task of educating the next generations, knowing that their salaries and hard-earned funds will be protected in the banks that they have them stored," he said. Witness testifies Roberts hinted he had killed before. The man on trial for the murder of 15-year-old Shanika Gray, Gregory Roberts, reportedly sent what appeared to be a threatening message to his ex-girlfriend, which suggested that he had killed before and was prepared to do so again. The information was revealed during cross-examination of a digital forensic officer assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Branch. Detective Inspector Kamar Smith told the St. James Circuit Court Thursday that the information was part of a string of deleted messages that were recovered from Roberts' phone. "Expletive girl, you don't see me get over you. Don't make me kill no more because I know all about you," Smith said as he read aloud the alleged message, part of a string of texts sent by Gregory to his ex-girlfriend and her mother. In previous testimony, other texts had painted a picture of Roberts' attempt to scare both women into repaying money he said his ex had fleeced him. Shanika's body was discovered in bushes in Irwin, St. James, with multiple stab wounds on February 1, 2017, 3 days after she was reported missing. Shortly after, Roberts and Morrison were arrested and charged with the schoolgirl's murder. The court has taken a break for the Yuletide and will resume on January 3, 2024. A total of 15 witnesses have testified to date before a 7-member jury. Lead detective says accused businessman professed innocence. Portland businessman Everton Beachistown MacDonald allegedly told a police detective who had informed him that he was being charged with murder and a conspiracy to murder that the cop was free to do what he wanted to do, but insisted that he was not guilty of the crime. MacDonald is on trial in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston for the July 20, 2020 murder of his wife, Tonya MacDonald. He is being tried jointly with Oscar Barnes. In court on Thursday, a detective sergeant from the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Major Investigations Division, who is the lead investigator in the case, told the 7-member jury that when he advised the businessman that he would be charged, his response was, "Okay, charge me now. Me never do anything of that sort." MacDonald and Barnes were both charged on August 18, 2020, according to the lead investigator. On August 18, 2020, at the Crossroads police station, I cautioned Mr. Barnes and he made no comment. I informed him that his charges were in relation to the murder of Tonya MacDonald. I subsequently went to the Lawrence Tavern police station the same day, where I informed Mr. MacDonald that he was charged with murder and a conspiracy to murder, the cops said. A third man, Denvalin Bobla Minot, was implicated in the murder and was charged for his role as the contractor. Minot, however, pleaded guilty and was sentenced to a 19-year and a 10-month prison sentence for his involvement. He turned a prosecution witness against the MacDonald and the Barnes. After the murder, Minot confessed to being the person allegedly contracted by MacDonald for a sum of $3 million to carry out the hit. However, he alleged that he subcontracted the murder to Barnes, who completed the job. In court on Thursday, the lead detective read for the jury and the presiding judge, Chester Stamp, a statement that Barnes allegedly gave to him after he was cautioned by the policeman, who alleged that he had informed Barnes that he was not obliged to say anything unless he wished to do so. He claimed that Barnes proceeded to speak on his own accord anyway, even with his attorney not being present. After I cautioned him at the Crossroads police station, he said, "We could have saved Sassy, Tonya MacDonald's nickname. Me know somebody that I did. Even Thursday before she did, me there at the same spot where you picked me up. And man had circled me and say he want 2 9mm guns to buy. Me said to him, say a man should nail them things they there. Me no know him and him no know me neither. Him say I'm not where him come from, and right there so him start to squeal out everything." According to the detective, Barnes continued saying, "Him say one of the gun for the man and one of the gun for the woman. Me go so boom and a black car come and the car tint. While me did it, the female where him say him a buy the gun for, call him and ask him if him get through, and him tell her say him a deal with it. One man a call him every minute. He did come in like Bobla was afraid of him, to how him did a talk to him. Him was like a boy. Him say a man give him $1 million to kill his wife, and he has 2 more contracts like that to deal with. He was saying that me and him can go deal with it. Him said the girl cannot get no gunshot, and him pull out a knife out of him waist and say it was to cut her throat. I told him that he can't do that in the Mandem place. It was about 1 ruler length. When him reached Port Antonio, a white car picked him up in the town, and that was it. The trial continues today.